Right, hello everyone, welcome. I do apologise, I had an Xbox update, so we are a little bit late. I'm joining kind of halfway through Q1, so that's why we're a little bit late, but Xbox update when I went to turn my Xbox on, there wasn't a lot I could do about it, unfortunately, but anyway. Here we are, so we joined 8 minutes left. Obviously, I've just joined, so I know about as much as you lot at this current moment in time. Everyone's obviously gone for the soft tyre. Harry's quickest at the moment, then Josh, then Aston, then Cohen, Liam, Lee. Ryan's actually just slotted up into 6th with 25.5. So Lee, Ryan, Kian, Richard, Leon, Sil, Jack. Ross is back this week, Dylan's back this week, Phil, Tiger as Matt. Looney Moo, and I'm not entirely sure who Elbro is. Might be someone who had a past game attack. I will quickly see if I can check, see if anything lines up. Anyway, they were retired, so fortunate for them. Alright, so Harry obviously quickest, Aston just heading into the pits now. Kind of a bit awkward that I've joined halfway through. Anyone on a lap? We got Lee on a lap at the moment. Josh is retired in second, so he believes he'll be comfortably through, which I think he will be. He's making his way around the last couple of corners now. Obviously here at Silverstone, it is a very nice flowing track. Obviously some people like it or they hate it as he jumps up into 3rd. So I believe Dylan's jumped up to 4th, so a couple of the quicker times coming in. You can see only 2 drivers into the 24s at the moment. Liam's on a lap as well, heading through Cops, and he's gone invalid just on exit, unfortunately there. So he'll have to wait up and go again. Pretty much everyone is kind of just sitting in the pit lane. Ross is on a push lap as well. Hopefully he doesn't get invalid at the same spot. Okay, guess what happens? He's got invalid, unfortunately, so Ross will still have to wait again. Only 5 minutes left. Just save up his ERS and give it a second opportunity. Tiger, who was involved in some good action last time out, he's currently in 17th and also hasn't set a lap time, so he'll be looking to improve. Obviously the bottom 5 will get knocked out here. There's a Ferrari that gets out of his way. Nicely does it. Matt's on his out lap as well. Ross has begun his second attempt. Looney Moo's retired, but I believe that's out on track. Jack has retired, and that looks like that's not an on-track in the pit lane retirement. That's a off the track retirement. I'm trying to see on board the Rebel we could potentially see something where his car is, but it's kind of just behind those barricades. So I think Jack will be starting 15th. Well, it could even be as low as 18th as long as Ross, Tiger and Matt will get a lap time in. A couple more drivers starting to retire as well. They believe they'll be comfortably through and don't have to go again. Tiger has his lap put him up to 12, so he's out of that bottom 5. 3 of them already retired, so Sil and Leon also drivers at risk, as Ross probably got a little bit of a toe there off the Haas. Come around the final couple of corners now. Pretty little, see the club section across the line and goes third, so a 25-1, pretty comfortable for him in the end. Can his teammate join him up there? Matt will cross the line. I'm expecting him to go high, and yeah, P6. So both of those two kind of comfortable in the end, which means Leon, who's 2 tenths down, needs to improve if he wants to get out of Q1. Right now, he's at a big risk of getting eliminated. He's going to have to fully send it in this final sector as he crosses sector 2 line. He's gained 5 tenths in the middle sector, and he's 2.5 tenths up overall. Oh, unfortunately, he's got it invalid. Have one more attempt, but he's really low on ERS. Like, really low. He's got 35%. Got it invalid on the exit of Stowe. Still another driver at risk at the moment. He's in 17th. He needs to find, well, it's 3 seconds or so, because how big that gap is. I just realised Leon's 2.5 tenths that he's fined. Nowhere near enough. Oh, as he's dipped a tyre in the gravel. Kian is out in 13th. No way he's going to improve. Doesn't have the chance to. I believe that's another retirement in the pit lane, so he's already ran out of time. Richard and Tigres might need to get a move on potentially coming out of the pits. 1 minute 30 left in the session. I'm hoping the times are synced up. Sometimes they're not, as Tigres has retired. So Richard is currently just hanging on in there. And let's see, can still knock him out and get into Q2. Three corners to go, left, right, and then another right. Across the line, still jumps to 14th, so he is through into Q2. Richard has come out on track. Leon still struggling. I can't see any way that unfortunately Leon is going to get through here with 45 seconds on the clock. Very low ERS, and he just can't get a lap together. Save his life at the moment. So he's struggling, so I think Leon will be probably out in Q2, and then it will come down to Richard, who have 1 lap to try and redeem himself. Obviously, if he improves, that will knock Tigers out. He needs to find 7 tenths or so, so he's hoping that he's got it within him. Don't get it invalid, because this is your only shot here, Richard. Obviously in the Haas. Fly through turn 1. Ooh, I thought he might have spun there for a minute, because we didn't see his car come through on the next camera angle, but so far so good. I think Ryan just jumped up to 9th there overall, so here end the session there, unless any of these 3 can improve. Into Brooklands he comes, through Luffield. Oh, it's not through Luffield, because while he's retired and he's out and he's lost his front wing, I don't think he's lost a tyre, but the impact was just too heavy. Couldn't continue on. He's lost it on the exit of Brooklands. And well, there you go. Off into the wall he's gone, which means Richard will not be through. Still, his 14th place looks like that'll be enough for him to be through. And Leon, well, going very slowly right now. I think he might run out of fuel right before the end of the line. So that'll be him in 17th. So in the end, none of those two could improve. Still improved when it mattered. He got through just about in 14th. Tigres just through in 15th as well. So you go, Harry quickest, Josh in 2nd, Richard in 3rd, and Lee in 4th, Dylan in 5th, Matt in 6th, Aston in 7th. You know, kind of the rest then. Richard, Leon, who was struggling, Jack. I apologise, I'm not too sure who this is. I don't know your actual name. I think it might be someone new. Ow, I've been trying to line it up on the Discord, but not Celine, and she's got, because I know her last name is Brooks. She's put like an L there. No, to be honest, I'm not too sure then. Looney Moo, unfortunately, in 20th, so There you go. Right. On to Q2. Yeah, I do apologise for being a little bit late at the end, but it's fine. We joined halfway through Q1 and we're all good now. Into Q2 we go. Obviously, this is where we start to see some of the different strategies come into play and whatnot. So far, everyone's opted no already. As I speak, Harry and Matt's gone for mediums. Josh has gone for the mediums. Ian's gone for the mediums. So actually quite a few drivers now picking them Aston, giving them a go. Obviously, the quicker you are, the more tempted you're going to be to go for the medium strat because you're going to have more chance of making it through. Yeah, so we've got a car heading out onto track now. Trying to work how it is. I think it's Matt first one out. Looks like it will be. So the Mercedes first out with a racing point of either Cohen or Dylan just behind. Obviously, this will probably be the quote-unquote home race for quite a lot of these people. I doubt. I know we've got a couple of Dutch people, but like I said, for the majority, probably at least over half the grid, this will be their quote-unquote home Grand Prix, so they'll be hoping to do well in it. Alright, how you doing, mate? You alright? Where are you at the moment? Oh, he's vibing in the pit lane, look at him. Oh no, he's coming out now, there we go. Might not get a response for a minute then. Right, where was Matt? Matt was the first car out. We can see what the medium time kind of difference was. Obviously, we saw the average time that we got off the last session was probably a 25.3, a 4. That was kind of that upper, you know, kind of like 6th, 7th place towards the front. So if you can do, you need to probably be aiming to do a probably 25.6 would be a pretty decent lap on the mediums, just to try have a chance. Obviously, we can get a really good lap in on the mediums. Probably a low 25 would be brilliant, but that's going to be quite a big ask, I think. I don't have the exact, obviously, all the tyre numbers and whatnot and the lap times, but I think that'd be a good kind of banker time, at least for this first run. Obviously, on these medium tyres, you can do the 2 runs as well on the same set. Obviously, it just means in the race it will be a little bit more worn, but I don't think that bothers too many drivers. Jump on board with the map for the medium run. Got to be careful on the throttle through here. Just a tad too early and you can find yourself spinning off to the right. So far so good. I don't think the yellow flag's anything to worry about, just people letting each other through. He's kept it within the track limits as well through cops. That's good to see. Absolutely flying through Maggins and Beckett's, fully committed. Obviously, your setup's quite important around there as well, because you need to be able to send it, otherwise you can lose quite a bit of time. Down hanger straight into Stowe. Couple of corners to go. Oh, I was literally about to say shouldn't have too many validation problems on these final couple of corners, but well, Matt's proved me wrong. It was a 25.8, so it's maybe a little bit slower than maybe what I thought. As Tiger Race does a 26.2 on those softs. Might have been a mistake or two in there. Didn't cross the line with 32.2. There's definitely a mistake in there. There's already someone else coming into the pits. I think that will be Sil already heading back in. It is one of McLaren's, which will be Josh at 140.3. So no one really able to get their lap time in at all. I think that was maybe Richard who just crossed the line and he got it invalid. So no one having any luck. Let's see, Ryan. He's just got the last corner, 26.4. Maybe the mediums are being a little bit slower than I expected. Maybe I was giving people a bit too much leverage. As Harry also can't get the first run in. People really struggling at the moment. Matt's got his second run invalid as well, so these mediums are not looking good for people at the moment. They're not looking good at all. Let's see what Ross can do. Maybe he can be the first one to set a proper benchmark on these tyres. Obviously was third in Q1, so was right up there. I'm sure come Q3 he'll be up there as well, as long as he can get through this session all in one piece. Obviously that is the first aim. As Josh, there you go, 25.2. So that's what I was talking about. A low 25 will be a good time on those mediums, and that's what he's done, a 25.2. So I wasn't underestimating him. I think people were just, you know, taking their time to get accustomed to them. That's a very good lap time there from Josh. We'll put him, I think, in good shape for this race, because I can see him getting through on that time on those mediums, as Harry does a 20.5. So Harry is very, very quick around here, as Ross does a 25.3, so only a tenth or so behind. So those are 3 good lap times. Ross, interestingly as well, has done a lap less, and I've just seen that as Ryan and Dylan's DNF. So we're both, oh no, Ryan and Dylan's have both DNF, like a full-on DNF. So I was too busy looking at laps, I didn't really focus on that. Wow, okay, so Ryan, we just saw there at the exit of turn 1, he probably hit the curb or something on the inside, which sent him around. Dylan, I'm not too sure what's gone on, but with a 31.1, he's probably be starting 14th. Obviously, Sil's out as well. They're dropping. People are dropping. See what Cohen's got in the locker then. He's done a purple first sector apparently. Obviously on the soft tyres, hasn't opted for the mediums, but still, if you can get into basically a 24 on the softs, that'd be very, very good. I'll be surprised if he can, to be honest with you, but you never know. Yeah, right, I think oh wait, oh, you went into someone. Oh well, that's gonna be one for this Jews then, because when we were on board with I think it was Ross, maybe Sil's retired, yeah, maybe when we were on board with Ross at the end of his lap, we just saw your car as it came through turn 1, and it didn't really look the prettiest. I was kind of wondering how you, like, because it looked like you lost the tyre, and I was just kind of sat there like but I thought maybe the car just rebounded off the barrier. So Cohen goes 4 for 26.2, so quite a bit off the pace on those softs, unfortunately. I don't think the purple first sector was really a purple first sector. I think that's the game bugging out. Pretty much everyone on an outlap, apart from Liam's on an outlap as well. The game just doesn't want to tell me that. Is Cohen going again? I think Cohen might be going again. He's going for back-to-back lap times. And he's 6 tenths down in the first sector, so I'm probably expecting him to back out. Either he is going slowly, or he just hasn't put his ERS down. That's normally what I go off. I don't think anyone is properly going for it, to be honest with you. I don't think so. Josh has retired, so he believes that 25.2 on the mediums will be enough to see him through. Wow, that's a bold call there. I don't know, that is a bold call. Yeah, Cohen's definitely not improving. So we've already three cars just straight up out of this session. It's going to make it very, very interesting. I'm expecting Dylan to probably be 14th, which will probably make it quite a good race start. I'm not going to lie, him having to work his way through the field. I believe he's doing this race in cockpit cam as well, which is a slight change for him. Not quite what he's used to, but I think he wants to give it a go. I'm not too sure. I didn't properly read all the things in the Discord, but I remember seeing that briefly. cracking through Maggots and Beckett's. Maybe not as fully committed as some people, but still. It looks pretty decent. I think he might have just dipped his front left onto the grass there for a split second. Let's see, he has opted for these mediums, so he needs to make them work. Phil has gone 4th with a 25.8. I think that's it that time-wise. People just not getting the times in with only 5 minutes to go. Keelan at 26.2 on the mediums. Well, at the moment, that's enough for P6. I can't see it lasting like that for too long. Liam's had his lap invalid. Ryan is on a valid lap. He's got 2 corners to go. He shouldn't get this one invalid. Around the final corner. To 34.6. So, again, must have been some kind of mistake. People really struggling. Matt looks mistake-free, and it is mistake-free. So, 25.3. Only just quicker than his teammate, who is currently in the pit lane thinking about putting on a pair of softs. So, Ross is thinking about it. Ryan's obviously going to be going again. 1.5 temps up. Obviously, I don't know where the mistake was, so it's a good start to that, though, at least. If he's 1.5 temps up, what was probably a decent sector 1 in the first run. But just see it suddenly jump to about 6 seconds up, and that's where we know where the mistake was on the first time around. Ooh, he's gone very in the grass there, and he's got it invalid once again. 3 minutes left. Pressure's going to be on. Has he got another set of tyres? It might be worth coming in while he's got the time. Aston has gone up to 5th with a 25.5 on those mediums as well. Aim's on attempt number 3 here on the mediums as he's coming down the hanger straight. Harry's retired, Ross is retired, Phil is retired, so quite a few people thinking that those medium times will be enough, which is interesting. Phil still could be in a bit of trouble if people just opt for the softs in the end, I'm not going to lie. As Liam comes around the final corner and goes 7th, so just behind Phil. Thing is, most people will probably be coming out to track now or already on track, like Tigrez, who's actually gone for a medium lap. Wasn't his first lap on the softs, or am I missing something? But yeah, it was. So obviously he believes that he can improve on that. I can see maybe why Phil's retired. There's a lot of people who still believe they could possibly make it through on the mediums, and it looks like he's probably confident that he can get ahead of them. He's currently in 11th. Ryan, who's obviously pitted, going to get those fresh, soft tyres. And Lee, who is already out on track. And he's struggling again. He's going to have to need 3 laps as well. Obviously, Ryan and Dylan, 2 less cars that will go out. So I guess that's also another reason why we're seeing a lot of these drivers retire further up. Because only 2 cars can physically go out. With the worst lap time, as Sil, Dylan and Ryan all DNF'd fully, so they just keep dropping down the order as long as someone beats their time. At least I think so. I could actually be wrong on Ryan's time. Liam's retired. He believes his P8 will be enough. Keane's retired. Like these drivers are really risking this here. Cohen's down just. He needs to have a mega final sector. If he can just find a 10th, 2 tenths, that will put him up to 8th and give him a little bit of breathing space. Where we got Ryan and Lee still to go, but no, he's coming to the pit lane because he's got it invalid. So Cohen can't improve. So Lee then coming round Stowe on the exit of Stowe. Has to improve. He's only managed 46.2. He's really been struggling around the final corner and he goes 8th. Knocks Kian down to 10th. Cohen down to 11th. We'll come down to Ryan then. All eyes on the Williams driver. Put up a good show. Good little fight last time out in Austria. Maybe hoping for more of the same today. Crossed the line with just about enough time. Tiger has made a good improvement as well, at least on these mediums. He's up with the 6th, in Q1 he was kind of down in 14th, I believe. So very good Q2 jump from him. Well, at the moment, Ryan, Dylan and Sil, the 3 cars out. Can Ryan knock Kian out? Doesn't get invalid, that's the most important thing. Needs to keep it together. Don't dip a tyre on the grass this time. Just about doesn't. DRS wide open down the straight then. Foot flat to the floor. Through Stowe, nicely committed. Don't want rider next here, he hasn't. Final 3 corners, pick out the braking zone, don't go too deep. I mean, it's looked clean, but will it be quick? Crosses the line and it is 5th. 25-4, obviously on those softs, which will knock Kian out. So Kian in 11th place. Be interesting to see what he thinks about that, because now he's 11th. He can start on whatever tyre he wants. So there you have it. There is Q2. Harry, Josh, Matt all lead the way on the medium tyres. Those 3 are going to be very, very happy with that, I can imagine. Right then, so Harry, Josh, Matt, like I said, all through on the mediums. Ross in a 4th, also through on the mediums. Ryan, the only one actually on the softs. Everyone was pretty committed for the medium strategy. Aston in 6th, Tyrese in 7th, Phil in 8th, Lee in 9th, Liam in 10th, then Kian, Cohen, Ryan, Dylan and Sil. Those 3 all technically DNF the session. But all the ones to go out in the bottom 5. Right then, this is where things start to get interesting. Q3. And yeah, that's any details that you can have in qualifying. Right. Here we go then. I believe it was a Ferrari first time it was Aston. Obviously quite a long pit lane around here because you're going so slow. I think it's around the 30-second mark. One of the longer ones. But you lock up into it. Turn 3. Always ideal on your outlap, isn't it? So Aston, Ryan, Phil, Harry, Matt and Josh. Cars out on track. Interesting the McLarens are split. It'd be interesting to see if they go for some kind of tow. Obviously can be quite strong around here. If you time it correctly, you can go down on the hanger straight and get probably 3 tenths, 2 to 3 tenths if you do a really good job at it. It's quite tough to do, but if you time it correctly, it can work well. Don't know what the situation is, kind of team order wise. jump aboard with Aston then in this obviously nice red Ferrari car. Really apply some pressure for this lap, just like we did on Ryan. And in the Q2, Ryan thrived under the pressure. Well, Aston, are we going to hit him with a nice cheeky commentator's curse? Anyway, through turn 1, nicely done. Doesn't use too much of the curb and get the lap invalid before it's really even started. So nicely done. Sector 1 so far as he comes onto the straight. 27 dead for the first sector time. Through Luffield and Brooklands area. Then in towards Cox. He's got to properly tend it, be fully committed. He keeps his foot flat to the floor, didn't lift. Takes a nice line so he can stay flat. And 3 Maggots and Beckett's. Stayed in 8th, then went down to 6th. So some interesting gear choices. But obviously, it comes down to personal preference. Some people might prefer to gear down early. Stayed in 8th the whole kind of first two bits. Some great description, I know. Round the final corner, probably have to be a 24 if he wants pole, and it's a 25.001, so it's definitely not a bad first lap time at all. If he can build on that in the second one, he could be looking at least a top 3 or 4 finish, as Matt does a 24.8 and Phil in the moment quickest with a 24.7. Harry does a 24.7 as well, so that's kind of the area you're aiming for, a 24. I can imagine pole, if they get it all together, might be a 24.4 or 5 somewhere in that region. Ryan does a 26.1. We know he can go quicker than that. We saw it in Q2, so obviously some mistake in there. Liam with 25.2. He's probably around another 2 tenths or so behind them. Ross crosses the line and goes 4th, around a 10th or so behind his teammate. So Aston in 5th. Lee slots into 6th for 25 dead as well. So some very quick and competitive lap times here. It's very close, 3 tenths at the moment from 1st to 6th. Josh had his first lap time invalid. I want to check what it was. Be interesting to see if he backed out 38.1, so yeah, he did back out. Can't imagine any one of these guys is going for a second run, and they're not. So we'll go with Tiger as then. Alright then, Tigress begins that. Nice little Alfa Romeo car, really like the look of it. Looks nice from the offboard, got a nice helmet to go with it as well. Through turn 3. See, Aston's kind of in the middle of the pack, and he had a 27 dead for his first sector time, so 27.1, so he's around a 10th off of that. So at the moment, just kind of going off at least the first sector, it'd probably be sitting kind of around 7th place or so, maybe between Lee and Liam, or Liam and Ryan. There is obviously a big gap between Ryan and Liam. Ryan did go for a second run as well by looks of things, but couldn't improve. Or did he? And I think he took the second lap as a cool-down lap, and now he's going for it this lap again. So we got Ryan and Tiger as both on laps then. Harry also went for another lap, and there you go, 24.4 or some older softs, so he's really pulled that together. Original pole for Harry then, and he's looking very, very nice. Tigrez does go 8th, just behind Liam, 25.4. Ryan actually came into the pit lane in the end, so didn't believe he could improve. So that's the end of his kind of, well, not his, that's the end of everyone's first runs. Everyone is either in the pits or slowly starting to come back out. Matt's come out maybe a little bit early, so maybe he's going for 1 or 2 runs here. Currently finds himself in the 3rd, around 4 attempts off that pole position. Ross has made his way out as well, so both Mercedes now out on track. For the second runs, 3 minute 50 left in the session. Alright, Matt has begun his lap, so we'll see where this will put him. Obviously, 4 tenths is the time he needs to find. First sector, he's found 0.06 of a second, so it's progress, but might only be enough for P2 at the moment. Oh, he's got that invalid. I was kind of more paying attention if he was going to dip a tyre in the gravel, but he'll have to regroup and go again, so we go over to Ross. Needs to find 2 tenths if he wants second, 5 tenths if he wants that pole position. Bit of a lock up in towards turn 4. So very good entry onto the straight there. Really attack that curb. And he's 2.5 tenths up. It did look like a solid first sector apart from that small little lock up. Through left field, this has looked like a decent lap. If we can keep this together, I reckon this could be a good challenge for pole position here. Oh, he's just attacked. He's attacked Cops just too heavily. He's just trying to get all of that curb as possible just to get the best line. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to do it. A bit scruffy. Obviously, it's invalid now, so it's not the end of the world. Go back to Matt then. We're just switching between these 2 Mercedes drivers who are looking for that pole position. Obviously, 0.06 up on the first run. This time around, he's a 10th up, so he's going better this time. Don't run wide here. That's a lot better. That is a lot better from Matt. Using as much that curb on the left and then as much as possible on the right. Properly swing it in. It's a proper send that corner. Oh, and again, people just struggling, dipping too many tyres into the grass to try to get the best line, and he's got it invalid through Mackett's and Beckett's. Ross is going to have to put out of the way for a couple people. Trying to work out Aston beginning of lap. Is Ryan towards the end of our lap here? Or is that Harry? Now Harry's on an out lap. We got Liam, he's 2.5 tenths up. This could be enough to see him potentially jump to 5th. It's actually enough for 4th. It's a 24.8. Goes ahead of Ross. So good lap there from Liam. As one of the Mercedes is Oh no, has Matt run out of fuel? Not too sure what's going on here with Matt. I think he may have run out of fuel, but his foot isn't that flat to the floor. Also, I'm not too sure. Josh hasn't actually made it to the line in time. Oh, maybe I think he might have done. I think the session might be in a bit of a desync. So don't hold me to that. Lee's got a couple corners to go. Yeah, I don't think Josh and Ryan are actually done. I think that might have been a bit of session desync, but we'll see. Lee jumps up to third at 24.8, so that knocks Matt down to fourth, Liam down to fifth. Phil over 24.6. I believe he's improved, but it's not enough. Fortunately for him, Aston's in seventh at the moment. Crosses the line, it's a 24.8, which now puts him up into fourth place. Matt's still going around slowly. Liam's box, and next to cross the line will be Josh, if this is actually Josh still going, and I think it actually is. So we ignore the checker flag for now. Actually, no, there's no DRS. Maybe it's not. I don't think he made it to the line in time then. Yeah, no, this is... Wow, so Josh and Ryan missed time that. I think that's actually qualifying. Wow, what a... So it was... I think Aston might have been the last one to properly cross the line then. Yeah, no, Josh didn't set a time. So Josh and Ryan mistimed their runs to the line. But it just says Ryan's improved to a 25.1. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused, but Ryan crosses the line in 8th then. Bit of an interesting into the quali session, but Harry got pole. Wait, Harry improved to a 24.0. How did I miss that? Wow, okay. Wow. Harry has blown away the field here. 6/10. I was probably too busy worrying about the boys at the back. Wow. A 20, okay. Phil next time with a 24.6. Lee with a 24.8. Aston with a 24.8 as well. 0.003 of a second in that. Matt in 5th. Liam in 6th. Ross in 7th. Ryan in 8th. And then it was Tigrez and Josh in 9th and 10th. But wow, wow, wow. How did I miss that lap from... Oh, sorry, I've dropped my phone. From Harry. That is... What the... My pole guess was a was a 24.4, but a 24.0. Car slap indeed. Now, as per usual, we're gonna have our 5-minute break and whatnot, and then we'll be getting the race kind of underway. Right, so we'll be back at probably around past for the race to get properly underway. So we need to get a drink. I say this every time: drink, food. Go grab it now, and then we'll be back then. All right. Right, we are back underway then. We got the formation lap. Be interesting to see what tyres everyone started on. We pull up. Where is it? It's in detail, isn't it? Tyre, wow. Well, there's one majority favourite there. It's the medium tyre. Ryan obviously as he qualified through on those softs in 8th, and then Richard down in, what's that, 16th, opting for those hard tyres. For some reason thought we could idea to get an ice cream to eat before this started, so quickly trying to just get it down before this starts, so it's currently what I'm rushing to do. And then we should, it also normally brings in a pretty good action-packed race no matter where you go. There's quite a few spots for overtaking. You can kind of go side by side for quite a bit of the track if you respect each other and giving each other enough room, so I'm looking forward to this. Alright then, we're all set to go. Leaders are not in order, but they're making their way up to their starting positions. Obviously Harry in first place, Phil in second, Lee in third, Aston in fourth, Matt in fifth, Liam in sixth, Ross in seventh, and you got Josh in 10th. Maybe he should be a little bit higher. He looked quick in Q1 and Q2. Dylan down in 14th, racing in cockpit camp. But here we go. Everything's in sync and the lights actually go out when they should go out. We're up to 4 or 5. It's like out away we go, and they do get underway, and Harry looks like he got off to a decent start, but Phil's putting him under some pressure into towards turn 1. He's going to keep the lead. Aston's already out of the race. There has been a huge incident down here. Cohen still sliding. There's a racing point off in the background. Wow, holy. Kian's down in 15th. Josh is in 13th. We got a safety car, and I am not surprised. Wow, Aston, that might be one of the quickest DNFs I've ever seen. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have all the details on. Oh God, Jesus, excuse me. Sorry, my bad completely. I kind of just came out as I was in the middle of speaking. I don't have all the details on what's going on there, but we can get a good idea. Aston's obviously had a contact. He was around 7th place mark, around there. He might go off to a poor start. Cohen somehow got caught up in it. It looks like Josh got caught up in it from 10th. Kian's dropped back a little bit. Ryan's dropped down to 15th, so maybe something went on there. Dylan looks like he's had to avoid it, and maybe it was a racing point that went off in the background, so he's in 16th. Still in 17th. Leon still in 18th. Yeah, that was a complete mess. That was a complete mess. I'd love to see a proper onboard from someone who actually started there. One might pop up in the Discord fairly soon from Aston or someone. Well, safety car as per usual in these races on lap number 1. Tiger has come into pit. Be getting rid of those mediums very early on. So's Josh. I think that was Josh. No, it's not Josh. Sorry, that was Ryan. We got the other, both Ryans in the pits. Dylan's in. Sil's in. Guessing Leon's going to come in as well. Pretty hectic pit lane. Obviously, no front wing for quite a lot of these cars. Both Ferraris in as well, so Ryan's going to get held for quite a long time here. Definitely not the start most of these guys were after at all. There also is the kind of the pit stop prediction that the game has wonderfully given us. You can either do it's basically a one-stop no matter way, according to the game. It's just whether you want to do the medium to soft or the, what's my brain trying to say? You can do the medium to hard, maybe, but not as confident on your tyres. It still was not actually second, is he? No. I was going to say, I swear he was like 16th a lap ago. He's not just done a madness. You know, just classic F1. Oh look, we fixed career mode. Yeah, we're online, still broken as hell. I don't think that really did pit stops right though, because apparently you'd be going longer on the softs and the mediums, so not really too sure. Too sure how accurate that is. We've kind of benefited off this crash then. If we have a look, we go. No, what am I doing? Where is it? Position change. Obviously, ignore Leon in first. Harry's actually first, so Jack and Looney Moo and Richard have really benefited off of that. Jack's up 10 places, Looney Moo's up 11, Richard is up 6 as well. Max gained 1 off the start, got past Lee, who's actually dropped down 2. Has Leon been lapped already, or is he... I'm so... Has Leon been lapped? Hold up. Well, he was last, and then it said he was first, and now he's all the way... I think Leon might have been lapped already, which is not good for the Ferrari driver. Oh, Ryan, okay. We got some intel. I think that's either Aston or Cohen in the chat. Oh, Cohen. Literally marked at the end of the message if I read the rest of it. Ryan spun in front of me, couldn't evade, lost my wheel. Yeah, well, Aston, I don't know if he spun and caused Aston to DNF as well, because that was a very quick DNF from the Ferrari driver. Literally was within the first 5 seconds, and then I just saw chaos. I don't know if there was maybe a collision there which caused Ryan to spin, but it didn't look too pretty, I won't lie. We should have safety car in this lap, so end of the lap number 3, safety car should be coming in. I'll be quite surprised if it doesn't. The whole field, I know Leon's technically a minute 33 behind, but the whole field is pretty much all close together now. I don't think the game will go unlap yourself in lap 3. It's just kind of unlucky. I don't know too sure what's gone on there. Yeah, safety car in this lap. Has he disconnected? No, he's just somehow managed to be lapped on the first lap. Aston got hit on the side and spun into the inside barrier right in front of me. Yeah, just a messy start then. Just a poor messy start anyway. Harry is back in the field up. Safety car in this lap. Why have we lost game sound? And he's gone. He's tried to catch them off a little bit. Doesn't look like he's caught too many people napping. Phil's reacted pretty well to that. Everyone's kind of just there or thereabouts. Looks like maybe, who is that? Jack's maybe been caught napping down in 7th as Matt and Lee are still going side by side. We need to change this back to tyres. Ross, sorry, is having a look at Liam as well. Liam's up into 5th. Probably down Dylan, obviously on those soft tyres now, will be looking to work his way through. He's got an Alfa Romeo there. What stuff? Okay, sorry. I don't know why that's jumped all the way up to Harry in first when I was on Dylan. I was just trying to look behind me to see if he got through, and he has. He's now going after Looney Moo. You can see the Red Bull just ahead as well, looking for a move on the Renault. Ross still close to the back of the Alpha Tauri driver as well. Ooh, that Renault's gone very wide. I think that's Jack and Josh will come through And take P7, a pretty simple move for Josh, who's up into 7th from 10th place. Further down, Dylan is still there or thereabouts with this Haas, all over the gearbox at this current moment in time down the straight. You can see Kian in the Red Bull trying to go all the way around the outside. Dylan's absolutely sent one on the Haas and made it work. And I do apologise because I actually don't know who this is. El Bro in the Red Bull has got up into 10th. So good start because they started quite near the back if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I want to say 18 for the Red Bull. Ooh, the leaders got quite close for a minute there. We got 52 laps around here at Silverstone. It's quite the long one. Aussie for a... Actually, 52 laps for a track that's only really a minute, maybe minute 30 is probably kind of average, to be fair. I was just still looking for a way past as Jack and Josh having another battle, and it looks like Jack's got back ahead of the McLaren he thinks about sticking up the inside. In towards Stowe, but doesn't do it. DRS enabled as Matt starts the fastest lap of the race. Front three now. All basically there or thereabouts within a second. Some very close battles going on at the moment. Everyone basically on each other's gearboxes. Oh, has Ryan had a little spin? I think he has. Ryan's had a spin. Unfortunately, he's got some wing damage. He's now down to 16th, so a free position for the majority of the field. As Ross is right on Liam's tail. We can get the move done this time around. The front three. Oh, look at this. 8/10 within each other. Harry's in the middle. Matt and 40's at the back of see this. Well, it's going to turn into a DRS train. Whoever I seem to switch to seems to get the overtake as soon as I come off them. So Ross has got past Liam. Up into 5th. Be interested to see if he can hold this down the straight. Harry can't find a way past Phil, and Liam's actually dropped already quite a bit back off of Ross, so Mercedes has got through and already built a bit of a gap, and he's actually now going to come under maybe some pressure from Jack and Josh behind, the double J's behind them. As Dylan sets fast after the race, obviously on those soft tyres, he's still down in 14th. You've got quite a big train down here. You got Kian, Sil, Ryan, Dylan, Tigerez, all very close to each other. See, there's a potential move here from Ryan on Sil. He's committed to the inside. He's going to go for it up the inside. Oh, okay, the lag's kind of fixed out. I thought he might be going too deep for a split second, but he's got that done on the Alpha Tauri, and it's up into 12th place, and good move there from Ryan. He'll be looking to get himself back into the points. The front three all so close together as they come onto the hangar straight. Matt just can't do a lot with this. With this position that he's in, because Harry in front of him has DRS as well, so he doesn't really gain too much in a straight line, which is unfortunate. Dylan further down has also got past Sil. got through in towards Stowe maybe just before. Next up for him is Ryan, who is on the back of Kian. He's trying a second back from Looney Moo, who's then probably the furthest away, apart from Lee, to the front three from anyone else. She's got a... Oh, she. I don't know why I always say she. For some reason I just think 3-second gap to the car ahead. As Dylan has actually caught past Ryan. They're going side by side though. Ryan will scoot back ahead. Then going to use overtake and DRS. And again in a straight line. He thought about it for a split second. Just tucks in for now. Harry has also been overtaken towards the front by Phil. So we had a change for the race lead. Oh, both clips in the Discord of the crash. Unfortunately, I can't really show them on stream, but... Ooh, yeah. That's unfortunate, but here comes Harry back at Stowe. Round the outside, can he get it done? He can, and Harry's back into the lead of the race, so... Good move, obviously we're only on lap 8. So it might not mean too much at the moment, but... in the lead when it matters. Looks like we could have 3 wide if I can get further down in time, as well as Dylan and Ryan still going out. Dylan looks like he might finally get through at the inside line in towards Stowe, and he does get it done. Expecting these guys to stay together as Dylan goes purple. Kian's made a mistake and Dylan will go through in towards turn 1. I think Kian probably just backs out that one, knowing that it's not really too much in it. No point putting up a fight when you're on some different strategies. So I've got a replay here of Cohen's start. So as he heads in towards turn 1, he makes... I think there's a Red Bull on the inside or on his outside, he probably doesn't see him. There's then a spinning Williams of Ryan, who's made contact with, I think that might be Tigers and Diggles. And he's just smashed straight into the side of him and lost his tyre straight away. And then from Aston's point of view, he gets squeezed. Wow, okay. Aston gets squeezed into the wall by Ryan. And then that's how he's DNF'd so quickly down at turn 1. That's then forced one of the Renaults to go wide and one of the Red Bulls to go horribly wide as well. I wish I could show them, but if you're in the Discord, which most people probably are, then you can have a look for those. As Josh and Jack is still going out. Josh has got through, back up into 7th. Jack's coming under pressure from the Red Bull as well. I want to say this is Celine Brooks. It makes sense. I don't know why her first name's Elle. Does she have a different name that I don't know of? I'm not too sure. Ryan's actually DNF completely. So that's his race over, unfortunately. Dylan's looking for a move on Looney Moo as well. And he's got that done up into 10th. So up into the points for him. The charge is slowly getting there. Matt and Phil still right there on Harry. Obviously, Harry got through a couple laps ago to retake the lead. He's not really been able to pull away just because of the DRS. Should we jump? Oh, bit of a lock up there actually from Harry, but I don't think it's lost him any time. Obviously the tunnel there, which is not there in real life. I don't know why they put it in this game. I don't know if it was meant to be there by the time the real life race came along and COVID and whatnot, but I don't think that's there in real life, so I don't know what that's all about there. Looks pretty cool, I won't lie. They are gonna, I can imagine they will definitely add it. I think they're putting a hotel there or something. As Ryan's picked up a 3-second penalty. Dylan Gets past Jack. We should really just stay with Dylan for a minute. I don't think the front three are going to swap around too much. Jack's still there on the inside. He's going to squeeze Dylan out a little bit. It's just going to have to be a drag race. See which car is quick in a straight line. Neither of them had DRS there. Not too sure what's gone on there. Dylan's going to try hold it all the way around the outside by the inside line for the next corner and does very well to get that done. And Dylan's up into 9th. He's now got a 3-second gap to the next car ahead. Just a Red Bull. I really want to say it's Brooks, but I don't want to be wrong, as is that maybe still having a little off. Looks like he's got some wing, but there was a yellow flag momentarily. It looked like he was going a bit slow on the minimap. Tiger Ez is trying to get past Ryan. Ryan's just kicked up a little bit of dirt there, which does not look like he's giving him the best run, and not at all. Tiger Ez going to absolutely sail through out the inside, head before the braking zone, and Tiger Ez into 13th. Jack's picked up a 3-second penalty. He's in 10th at the moment. Nichols is slowly reeling in Liam, going after P6. Ross is still on the back of Lee, 4 attempts in that. The front three still kind of a second splits, you know, those three as well. It's all very close around here. I'll tell you what, still anyone's game. Top 6 have got a bit of a gap, or the top 5, sorry, and then 6th place downwards as Josh has actually just got past Liam. But I'm not doing a great job this race, am I? Being able to get all the action. Whoever I seem to go off of, it then seems to happen like a lap later. As, oh my god, I was with Richard, Ross and Lee, and then there we go. Lee's just been able to keep ahead of Ross. I'd say Ross will have a fight back down the hangar straight with DRS and overtake available. It could be a pretty simple move, what we saw Tiger Ez do a lap or so ago. We go around the outside this time. Alpha decided to defend pretty strong to the inside, and he's done a brilliant move to just sweep around the outside. Can he keep ahead to the third last corner? He can. Very, very nice move from Ross there. He's got his teammate next to the head, 3.5 seconds up the road. He's going to have to pull away from Lee first before he can even think about another overtake though. Nice little three-way fight here actually for 6th place. Josh is going to try and go all the way around the outside, and he's actually made it work as the safety cars come out as Richard's retired. He has timed that overtake to perfection. Richard is out down at Cops. Guessing he's hit the curb and spun. But he has timed that overtake to perfection. He had no idea the safety car was going to come out. And Josh manages to stay ahead of Liam, which is a shame. Those three could look like something nice was going to kick up, but now throws strategy in the air, as obviously you can effectively get a free pit stop here, and it's going to bunch everyone up, which will be unfortunate for the front three and Ross and Lee, because they then also had a gap to Josh down in 6th. So 2nd safety car of the race. Right then, in they come into the pit lane. Bill's in. Man Harry stayed out. Lee's also in. Ross has stayed out. So interesting, very interesting. I'm expecting maybe them to take cards all the way to the end. No, softs. So maybe the more aggressive now go soft potentially. Or another soft medium, we'll have to see. Dylan stayed out. Josh stayed out. So we've got a proper split right now. Half the grid have decided to pit and get rid of the tyres they're on, and the other half have decided to stay out. So everyone's kind of in mixed up positions at the moment, but this is what makes this race have that potential to be something special. So it's good to see. So as we wait for the rest of the field to catch up, hopefully it's not too long. Right, I guess we'll be obviously safety car in next lap then. I don't think Leon will be given the opportunity to unlap himself just because he's still right at the back of the train. But everyone else is nearly caught up. We're just waiting on the final couple cars. So yeah, we should, if everything goes right, have safety car in technically this lap now because it's the lap that the leaders have just started, lap number 15. Hopefully we don't have too many more safety cars because I don't mind them, but there was a couple of good fights brewing there which kind of just got cut short and now everyone's all over the place. Our whole field is caught up then, so if we don't get a safety car in this lap, I'd be extremely surprised to be honest with you. There we go, safety car in this lap then. Harry with the restart once again. We can just see if he goes in a slightly different place. There's some front wing there. Did I just see, is that Matt? I think Matt might have just picked up some front wing damage there. Which Harry might have just got. Yeah, into the pit lane Matt goes. He did just get some wing damage. So off goes Harry with the restart then. He's got Josh just behind him then. Everyone will gain a free position and that is really unfortunate for Matt. But the front two get a very good restart as Ross was then a little bit further behind because maybe he didn't know Matt was going to have to pit. So Harry leads the way still to restart. Dylan really putting some pressure on the Red Bull driver in 4th place. Sills picked up a 10-second penalty for track limits. Very interesting there. Phil looks like he's going to get past Kian as well. He's already ahead. Kian coming under pressure from Tigres as well. And Josh and Harry going at it. And Josh looks like he's actually got through to take the lead and he just shuts the door on the Williams driver. And Josh into the lead of the race then. A very, very good safety restart for the McLaren then. He got a bit lucky with Matt having to pit, but he's up into the lead of the race on lap number 16. Ross is now looking to put some pressure on as well. And they capitalise on maybe not the best of restarts from Harry. Maybe he's just had some cold tyres which aren't really benefiting him at this current stage in time. Phil has got past Looney Moo as well, slightly further down. Dylan is already smelling that top three, obviously on a different strategy to all these people as he does set fastest lap of the race. A yellow flag in sector 1 as I think Tiger has had a spin. He's gone off down at turn 1 and here comes Dylan on Ross. Using overtake, obviously no DRS, so it's a pretty good moment to go for it. We'll try it all the way around the outside. They bang tyres. Dylan has to back out of it. Still holding on in there. Sills DNF'd as well, that's in the pits I think. Fortunately for him, I think that's just him having enough. But these front five still all very close together. So DRS will be coming on, I don't think at the end of this lap, the next one is first lap from the restart I believe. Actually, is it? No, I don't think it is actually. I think I'm tripping. Yeah, DRS enabled. There we go. So it's Phil says fastest lap of the race. You see the people we pitted. Phil, right now it's looking like that pit stop's not a bad shout because he's on some fresh soft tyres. He's going to be quicker than everyone else. Just whether he can get past them, because if he can't get past them, that's where the benefit of getting the free pit stop isn't exactly great. And he is going to struggle to get past them because this has now become a 6-car DRS train, which is quite a hefty one to leave it at that. As Matt then just goes fastest as Jack and Liam are having a good old scrap through left field. Yellow flag in sector 1. Is that Matt down there? He's had a spin? It is. Matt's had a little off. Things are not going his way at the moment. He's all the way down in 14th. As Lee's looking for a way past Kian. This is for 8th place. No way through at the moment. Looney Moo is just ahead of them. Liam and Jack still fighting at it, and Liam is in P10 for now. Looks like actually Jack's just dropped back quite a bit there. We've got a 4-way fight at the front here. Dylan's trying to get past Ross. It looked like he forced him wide for a moment. Jump on board with Phil as Phil's going to go up the inside of the Red Bull, and I said he needs to get a move on to make the softer tyre work, and he's up into 5th, so he's getting a move on all right. As Kian just behind has got past the Haas. The Haas is refining that one back and is able to keep hold of it. Phil now having to go at Dylan will go round the outside Cops. He's done it. Well, he might have just been ahead into the corner, and Dylan probably had to back out of it, otherwise it wasn't going to end pretty. But that's 2 overtakes in 2 sectors there for Phil, and he's had a very good restart. Is that Jack who's then gone off at Cops down there as well? So a couple drivers really starting to struggle. Harry and Josh going side by side. There's literally action everywhere at the moment. Josh has the inside of the 3rd last corner, And he's going to be able to keep hold of the lead. Phil right on the back of Ross, and these soft tyres really working how they're supposed to. Dylan's come into pit, so those softs have gone 16 laps and he's decided that is enough for him. Crucially for Phil, Ross will not have DRS, which I think is going to make this a pretty simple overtake up the inside. With the no DRS, Ross couldn't put up too much of a fight. And through he goes for P3. Immediately within a second of the 2 cars ahead of him. We'll stay with Phil, see what he can do. He's got the move on all right. He heard me, and he's probably going for it. The effective free pit stop is working very well at the moment. Also, we have to see how that unfolds later on in the race. Another safety car, and he could be in a very, very good position as it will just equal everyone out. As Harry and Josh actually further ahead, going to go side by side once again. Josh is going to have the inside line again and just able to keep hold of it. Josh with some good defending at the moment. Got a yellow flag in sector 3. Is that Lee? I think it is. Lee's had a spin down at Cops. Down at the exit of Stowe. So Lee's down into 10th place. And here is Phil. Phil's right here. To be fair, Ross still right there as well. Little four-way pie in the moment. Harry's really pulling away. Harry's going to pull to the inside of Josh. Obviously, both McLarens always do well. Was there a bit of contact there which has forced Josh to go off? He doesn't want to compromise his teammate. He's able to keep hold of second, but Harry's just giving him a little nudge. They bang tyres. And the McLarens are going to do a switch. So Phil up into second. He nearly lost it. Wow, he's done well to keep hold of that. The thing is, Josh is now right there, so even though they've switched, Josh has had a good run, and that's not really helped him because now Ross is right onto the back of him, and Ross can have a look, and he could potentially be down to 4th. So it's not gone exactly according to plan. Tell you what though, this could be the first week if Josh can keep his penalties down, where the McLarens can finally convert that good kind of finish that they look like they've had the last 2 or 3 weeks, and something's just gone wrong at the end. At the moment, second and third looking very, very good. Yellow flag in sector 2/3. I think that might have been a Renault of Jack. Could be wrong though. Here we go then. Ooh, Ryan's had a big off. He's gone underway fine. Come back on track, no one around him, but Ryan's down to 7th. Cars are really struggling at the moment. Quite a few people making some mistakes. At the moment, the front 4 separated by around 2 seconds. Phil is really close to the back of Harry. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets by. Obviously these softs will slowly be starting to drop off now. But those hards, those mediums, have also done 21 laps, so they'll also be starting to drop off as well. Liam's left the Liam's not out, is he? No, Liam's down in 8th. He's had a disconnect, which is quite unfortunate. Phil just a tad too close behind as Ryan has come into the pit lane. Probably got some damage after that little spin. Phil is probably the closest he's been to Harry so far. Harry's also just dipped a little tie. He's going to use overtake and DRS. Harry could only really be using overtake at the moment as Diggles has lagged out. That's unfortunate for him. He's going to go round the outside. He's going to take the lead of the race. Is Phil. Phil's into the lead. And I was talking about the McLaren luck. Well, McLaren luck, it goes good for one, and then Josh has unfortunately disconnected, which is going to see him drop quite a bit further down, as I can imagine cars are going to just quite easily begin to pick him off. McLaren just don't have the luck to convert that good race into a good result at the moment. Obviously still a long way to go. We're just coming up to the halfway point, so anything can still happen. Harry just too far back to think about retaking the lead. As Liam is into the pits, then he's getting rid of those mediums. So the yellow flag in sector 1 is that Ryan again. Ryan again, yeah. Ryan is out of this race. He's really been struggling down there and he's lost it. We got another full course safety car. So it'll be interesting to see, because most of these soft runners have gone roughly the halfway mark now. So it's kind of awkward. They might have been looking to just go a little bit further to take the softs at the end. But we'll see what they pit onto. We saw Dylan go 16 laps on his set of softs at the start. I don't know if that was their complete life or if that was just where he wanted to go to, but that's how far he took him. Leader's still quite a bit away from the pit lane. Everyone else has kind of pitted and gone for softs. The people that pitted, so Kean, Lee, Dylan, Tiger, as Matt, all have come in for a set of softs, which pretty much gives everyone an equal playing field again. Right, it's in the leaders come. Phil stayed out. Harry's in, Ross is in, Lee is in. Here we go then. Well, Harry's actually got a grid penalty by the looks of things. The softs will be getting on, so there goes Ross. Softs on the Red Bull as well. So Harry's actually dropped down to 5th because of a 5-second time penalty. But that was for a collision with Matt, which made him pick up wing damage. Josh stayed out as well. Both McLarens stayed out. Josh is surely going to just get swarmed off the start here. He's on those old mediums and people are going to be on fresh softs all around him. Surely he's just going to drop down quite a few positions. Is that Leon? So Leon just pulled. I think Leon might have just pulled over and DNF, to be honest with you, because he was a lap down. So we're actually only down to 13 runners. Just to 13 people. Wow. I mean, we've still got the Mercedes and Matt to catch up. Hopefully, he can catch up by the end of this lap, because ideally we'd like to see the safety car in. Everyone else is pretty much there or thereabouts, just waiting on Tyrese and Jack, and then obviously Matt, who's 25 seconds down, but hopefully they go slow enough, he should be able to get there in time. And then, yeah, Josh just on these mediums. It's a very risky strategy call. It might work, but he's to be under a lot of pressure. Phil obviously, why is it? Phil will obviously be leading the way off of this restart. I believe this is his first time. Harry's got us underway for the rest of them. Was the third safety car of the race, and we're only just over halfway through now, so we could potentially be looking at 6 safety cars if it kind of mirrors. We've already had 7 cars out of this race, so it'll be interesting to see. Now we haven't been given the safety car in this lap. Matt's catching up right at the end. It might do the glitch where now everyone's here, it might just pull in last minute, but it doesn't look like it. So no, one more lap under the safety car then. Right then, we don't have safety car in this lap, then I'm going to have some real issues with this game, because it's kind of what, third, fourth lap has been out now. Everyone's all here. Should see it coming. We don't. Be very, very surprised. I just noticed as well, Ross actually got past Josh and has got away with it, so I'm not too sure what's gone on there. I didn't think that was possible. Last time I checked, that's an illegal move, but the game looks like it's allowed it, and Ross is actually in second. So God knows what's happened there. Lovely Codemasters in their games, but hey. Ah, Jack's drive-through penalty for falling too far back. Sean. I'm guessing you wanted Jack to do well. I think his last name's Wilson. He's just picked up a drive-through now. I'm not going to say that's your fault, but like, I mean, like, you joined. He's got a drive-through for dropping too far back, which is an interesting one. I don't know if he's put it in AI mode. Anyway, safety car in the slaps. Here we go. Phil with the restart. Hopefully we can have a clean restart. If we have a restart, it's been decent. We've then just had an incident a couple of laps later. Just don't really want another safety car for a while now. Please, boys, just keep it clean. He's backed them up, then kind of half gone here at the exit of Stowe. See, he's still just weaving, getting some warmth in these tyres. I think he'll probably look to peg it on the exit of this corner. And there you go, he's gone. Ross and Josh, he's got a decent start. He's going to have more than enough room to defend. But I tell you what, Josh, he's going to have to do a very, very mega job right now to stay behind on these 28 lap old mediums. Obviously, Phil's aren't ideal on 14 laps. But Josh right now, he didn't pit under the safety car. Been on these tyres since the start. He can do a good job to keep some of these cars behind us. So far, first time of asking, he's kept them behind. Dylan and Lee, I believe Dylan just got past up into 8th place. Harry and I still want to say that it's Brooks in the Red Bull. Ooh, has actually got through. There's battles everywhere at the moment. Ross and Phil. Well, Ross has just taken the lead. Might have just seen that on the shot. Kind of had a nice outside view, but unfortunately didn't stay with us for long. As I want to say this is Celine Brooks in the Red Bull. I know 29 laps in, I should know, but it's the only name that in my head really kind of makes sense. So she's up into 3rd. Harry's in 4th. Josh is already down to 5th, so he's really struggling. Kind of an easy prediction to say he was going to struggle on these mediums. Don't know if he's just trying to see them out to get softs to the end or what. Or would you not just pit and go soft potentially? Ross sets fast after the race, so he's got past Phil. He's looking to build that gap straight away. Harry looking for a move on the Red Bull driver as soon as possible. As Kean's got past Josh, so expecting quite a few just simple moves on him. Jump down to Dylan, who's on the back of Looney Moo. No way past this time. Obviously, at the end of this lap, DRS will be enabled. Jack's in the pit lane for his drive-through penalty. I don't believe that's a pit stop. Dylan is all over the back of the Haas. We have a look. Ooh, that could have ended. Could have ended quite nasty. For a minute, I thought the Haas might just completely come across as Josh has picked up a penalty for going wide. He's actually lost a lot of time because of it. Looney Moo's just going to tuck into the slipstream. So will Dylan. Could we see potential 3 wide? Go on, someone go for it. Looney Moo goes up the inside on Josh. He's still there. Josh runs a little bit wide, but nothing too bad. Dylan's then going to sweep to the inside. Can get the double overtake done. A bit of contact with the McLaren. Going to keep ahead of Looney Moo. Gets the 1 move done. Thought for a minute that might be quite a spicy double overtake, but Dylan into 7th then. Josh next. Will he just send it in towards turn 3? Ooh, nearly runs into the back of him. Jump back on board. I don't think he got any wing damage. Look at that. Phil looks like he's also coming under some pressure. Red Bull just sweeps Sweeps through in the end. Goes a bit deep. We'll keep hold of the position. And Dylan does get back past Josh as well. Unfortunately, we can't watch loads of things at once, as Harry is also putting Phil under some pressure. Could Phil lose 2 positions in a sector or so. He's trying to hold it all the way around the outside on the Williams. Can he make it work? Well, Phil can't make the re-overtake work, and Harry is up into third then as Josh has picked up another penalty. I think he was doing quite well on penalties, but, well, fortunately, he's down to 7th. I think he's just trying to hold on those mediums, because if he just has to pit once, as long as he's not a whole pit stop behind, he could be in a good position. I think that does actually kind of make sense now. I just thought about that in my head. But he's picking up too many penalties. Phil's into the pit lane, so I don't know if he has some wing damage. We did see him struggling. Would make sense. Right now, Josh just has this little train. As you would expect, as Harry's... Oh, there's too many stuff going on. The yellow flag in sector 2. Jack is really struggling, and we might see Jack kind of just put into the pit lane and DNF quite soon. Harry's able to keep P2 for now. There's just too much going on at this moment in time. He's had a very good run on the Haas. Kind of leaves enough room, then decided to just drive onto the grass. Interesting. I looked for a minute, there wasn't going to be enough room. Then she kind of realised he was there, but by that point, Lee had already decided to put his car on the grass. But it is what it is. Josh, can he keep hold of it around the outside? Looney Moo forces him off. Looney Moo up into 6th then. Harry sets fast after the race as he looks to re-close that gap in on Ross. Josh probably doesn't have to do too many more laps on these mediums. Probably only 5 more, maybe not even 5 more, maybe only 3 or 4 more, just to make the softs last till the end. If there's not another safety car, this could actually be quite a good strategy call. If there is another safety car, it's basically shot himself in the foot, because everyone will get a free pit stop anyway. I see what he is going for though, and it could work well. So he should effectively not have to pit again and get a free pit stop while everyone else will. Right, I'm still trying to process if this is a good idea or not from what he's going for, but we'll see. So we have to see how the race unfolds as Harry. I said he was pulling that gap in. He really is pulling it in. As there is Josh. Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. No. Didn't even go the extra laps I thought he would. He decides that's enough. He'll be on to softs till the end. So he's come out in 11th. He's got a lot of clean air, as Matt's actually just got past Lee. So Matt's recovery drive is slowly coming along. He'll be on these mediums till the end of the race, I can imagine. Can't see a reason for him to pit again unless, of course, we get a safety car. Be interesting to see if they pit when a VSC comes out. I would probably take the risk around here of pitting under a VSC because it can save you a lot of time just because of how long the pit lane is. Hammer and Ross have built out a gap to everyone else in the moment. The front two, Red Bull's all alone. Dylan's kind of all alone in fourth, just because I can imagine he's going to start pulling away from Kian. Fortunately, I can't see Kian staying with him for too long. I mean, you never know. But Dylan just is probably a little too quick. Looks like he's doing well to stay with him, at least in the first sector. To be fair, I mean, this lap so far, he's staying with him well. Maybe underestimating Kian as Jack's picked up another 3-second penalty. To be fair, Jack's doing well just to stay in this because he's picked up a drive through. He's had a couple of spins, but he's not giving up and he's still going in P13. He knows that just 1 or 2 cars pull out and you never know, you're right back within the chance for points as Harry and Ross must have been very close to a potential overtake there, down towards Stowe. We've only got around 15 laps to go now, so not too much longer. This midfield pack is very, very interesting. They're all kind of spread out by just a little bit too much to make a proper overtake, but they're all still right there. Snow's here, hello. We've not had too many people come in today, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's not been a bad race at all. Just last week, I had quite a few people who came to see. I can't remember his name, it was Sam. That Q1 was absolute class. Yes, no, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at all. As Maz gonna look for a way past Lonely Moo. We'll go up the inside and towards Cops. Will he get it done? The Haas is still there. Yep, the Haas is gonna have the inside line, but I think, yeah, it's just a car length or 2 behind. Ball like Lars, nah, it's fine. I'm soldiering through. Soldier through. There just seems to be too much action this week where I've not been able to keep up with it all. It's been a little bit annoying. Because Harry's just got past Ross as Phil's retired. How is he just got on the curb there? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. I'm not sure how Phil's done that, to be honest with you. Oh, there's the safety car that I was talking about. Right, well, pit lane's about to come hectic, isn't it? Everyone is going to pit for a fresh pair of softs. There's always safety cars at the end of these races. It's the 4th safety car of the race. You've got Harry, Ross. I still think that is Brooks in 3rd. Dylan. Keaton's doing very well to be 5th right now. Looney Moo very well in 6th. Matt. Josh will have to work his way through. This is going to be a nice end to this race. Just a shame Phil's crashed because I'm not really too sure how he's done that. Probably just one of those where you do it and you're kicking yourself. Right. Fingers crossed safety car period doesn't go on for too long. Hopefully no more than 2 laps once everyone pits. I'll be very shocked if people don't come in. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, no. Wait, what? Am I missing something here? They not have another set. They might not have another set of softs, you know. Everyone else is. Dylan is. Kian is. Matt is. The only movement that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Unfortunately, I don't know. That was just a guess. But that makes Sync Zazula. Oh, is that? Oh wait, no, I think it is the right person. I don't know everyone's proper names, like team wise. But yeah, I think that is Celine. Is it the girl? If so, then I'm correct. If it's not, then I'm awfully wrong. But I'm very surprised that the top. Yeah, okay, yeah. Lovely. Harry, Ross. Why? I don't know if I'm missing something. But they all should have a set of softs here. Why have they not appeared? The girl, yeah, well, like, okay. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Oh, Jack's been disqualified, ignoring yellow flags. Wait, we're down to 11 now. Yeah, no, softs can go to the end from here. Softs can definitely go to the end from here. Dylan did 17 laps on his first stint. So, I mean, that just makes it even more interesting now. It's too late for them to pit now. Safety car should be in lap 39, which will give us 13 laps. But yeah, no, their softs are going to go off, surely. They're going to be dead towards the end, either way. Because I think the original strategy is around 33-ish laps on the mediums, then you come in for softs for, you know, 20-ish laps. Well, I just don't know why they wouldn't take advantage of a free pit stop. I don't know if it's because they were like at the front and they were like, if no one else pits, but oh yeah. I don't have the answers, unfortunately. Well, we're down to 11 then because of that DSQ. So everyone's getting points pretty much. One person, unfortunately, will miss out. To be fair, you say the overtake round here has been hard. We have seen plenty of overtakes this race. Yeah, that is. I think there haven't. So that hasn't been. There's been a couple of big trains, but there hasn't been too many. So people have still been able to get it done, but if they can't properly separate off this restart, it could come horrific. Definitely if it's someone like Dylan stuck in 9th, Josh in 10th, you're probably going to struggle with the car ahead as DRS as well. Right. Should we get a safety car in this lap? So going on to lap 40. So 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So is that, yeah, 13 laps. Yeah, I guess. But still, they would have come out first. Like, if everyone else pitted, like, they still would have got a free set of softs. Like, I guess when you're in first, obviously, it's a lot harder to know the cars behind you are going to pit or not. But they might have just done the opposite. Like, it's just one of those things. So easy to say now. Alright then, Harry, I think this might be his third restart of the race. I think Phil took charge of the only one and he's absolutely gone. Nah, just do comms. The Wednesday's gone a bit all over the shop, I won't lie. Probably shouldn't be replying off the restart, but nothing too crazy's happened. Everyone has got off to a fairly clean restart. Matt is all over the back of Kian at the moment. He's going to send almost a half-hearted attempt into turn 1. I think he just missed his braking point. His front wing's still there. Yeah, it's kind of just really tier 1. That's the main focus. I just do comms for that on a Thursday. Dylan is close to Lee, but with no DRS at the moment, no extra help really. Ooh, Matt's gone quite a bit wide, and yeah, he has picked up a penalty for that. He has got a very good run on Kian there. As Tiger has retired, so we are now only down to 10. Oh, it's another another safety car. Dylan's just had an unfortunate race. He started 14th after crashing in quali, and then he worked his way up. Then he's pitted. So he's dropped a bit further down. He's kind of had a quite all over race. 5th safety car off the race. No, just please be a 1 lap. Look, all we need is a 1 lap safety car. Just come in it. We don't even need it. A VSC would have done the job. Alright, come on. We don't need this current safety car. I need to get the car out of the way, but you're right, Callum. It's fine. It's been an alright race. It's just we're currently on our 5th safety car and our 2nd safety car in like 2 laps. I think we've had maybe 1 green flag lap in the last 8. Like, please come in this lap. If it stays out 1 more, I think I might be done. To be fair, it's giving these guys at the front. Yeah, no, to be fair, half the field was gone on lap 1, and then it's all just kind of been individual errors and whatnot. I think we lost 3 cars on the first lap. We've had a DSQ, and then people have kind of half given up or just spun and retired. So, why? No, the safety car hasn't come in. The safety car hasn't come in. Why? I mean, yeah, if you finish this race, you're guaranteed points now, so at least there's a bit of incentive there. Nah, honestly, it's fine. Like, there's 8 laps left. It's alright, Snow. Oh, I'll just struggle through them. I was 10. I can't even do maths. I said there was 8 laps left. Oh my god. Now, honestly, mate, it's fine. Don't worry. Oh, I'll just see it through. Got 10 laps left. LeBron is Michael. Well, are they both out? Leon is, yeah. Leon's 13th. Big old Casper's 18th. Casper didn't make it past lap 1. I don't think he made it past turn 1, I won't lie. At least Ross is on for it, so. Right now, if we don't see safety car coming this lap, I'm going to have some real issues. Right, Harry for what is the 4th safety car restart of this race. I don't think he'd do anything too different. He's probably tried everything he can. I think the last safety car restart was probably his best one out of the 4. Just backed everyone up and then kind of went at a slightly different spot. Kind of went in between the last and the kind of second last corner and got a good getaway. Just before he was kind of going on the exit Stowe. Oh, Dylan's coming out of cockpit cam, but he's in 9th. I'm not surprised. He probably needed to. To be fair, he wasn't doing bad. He wasn't doing bad. He was up in 4th at one point. Just the amount of safety cars, I think, has really kind of screwed him over. He now finds himself down in 9th. Safety car is in this lap. That's the good thing. Harry's gone at the exit Stowe, but I don't think it's really caught Ross off guard. They've all kind of expected it. At least the front three have. Looney Moo potentially not. Yeah, Looney Moo already second up behind. Red Bull right on the Mercedes rear end. Have a look in towards turn 3 maybe? No, just tucks in behind for now. Harry's got a very, very good getaway, to be fair. 1.4 seconds already. Matt's looking for a way past Looney Mill. See, these front 4 on the older soft tyres. So the quicker he gets through, the better. He just can't quite gain in a straight line, but he's still going to go for it. Bit of a lock-up. We'll have the inside. We'll then have to try to go all the way around the outside of Luffield. Just won't have the momentum to get it done. No, Looney Moo doing very well. Hold on to 4th. I have to say, very, very good performance from Looney Moo so far. The softs, from what I've seen, we've not 20 laps, which is what makes the 4 that pitted. Me and Snow have already kind of had this conversation. The 4 that haven't pitted, we're not too sure. But it's around 20-ish laps, but we've not. I don't have the exact numbers because we've had a lot of safety cars, so not too many people have gone on the softs. We've kind of come off them within like 10 laps or so. But I believe it is around the 20 lap mark because that's what we had one person go, and then they decided to pit. Diggles and Dylan having a bit of a scrap down here. Liam's gone off, so Liam's down into 10th. They will gain a free position. Little free man train here. Dylan, Lee, and Josh. We got another yellow flag. Is that Matt or Ross? I think Matt might have been squeezed wide by the Looney Moo / Kean battle, and he's joined right in the middle of this little pack of Josh, Dylan, and Lee. Would he be able to keep hold ahead of the McLaren? Get squeezed out wide? I don't think so. No, Josh is going to take P6, so Josh up to 6th. Dylan will be looking for a way past up into 7th as well. Matt has had the best of restarts here. And there goes Dylan up the inside of Cops and through into 7th. Meanwhile, Lee will also be looking to get through. Matt is... Oh no. Matt's out. No, it's a safety... 6th safety car off the race. Matt on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's got onto the grass, and the car's just absolutely thrown him across the straight and into the wall on the other side. And it's a 6th safety car of the race. Oh. I'll tell you what, this is just helping the 4 that didn't pit. Looney Moo, I have to say, whenever they've come in this season, it's normally just kind of just outside the points. I think just pick. I would say it's not a shit. Well, actually, it could be a she, but Looney Moo, for some reason, I think it's a female, just their name. Completely my bad, but it is what it is. But yeah, whenever they turn up, you know, they're kind of 12th or maybe just in the points, but so far P4 with 7 laps to go. It's looking very, very good. Josh is out as well. Wait. Josh, are you right? What? Oh, I think Kian might have just brake checked him. Oh no. Going off to Discord. Oh no. Wow. Oh, we're down to 8. Yeah, I think he might have run into the back of Kian. Going off the Discord messages, and somehow he's lost the tyre. That's not ideal at all. Was there like a... Can I go straight to the bottom? No. I gotta scroll. Actually, let me do this in an easier way. Oh, not invite. What am I doing? Race director. Can we have a quick look? Why did it just say Kian's taking the lead? Did you get a warning for an incident or something? Josh will be 9th. I mean, nothing incident-wise between those two, but going off what's been put in a Discord, looks like Kian brake checked him for some reason on the middle of the straight. He just removed that out of the Discord though. So maybe it wasn't him. I've been told for, I don't know. Someone's brake checked him on the straight anyway. Man, unfortunately Josh is out. Right then, 6 laps to go. 5th safety car restart for Harry, 6th safety car restart for the race. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. We only move up into 3rd. Wait. Celine pitted. Why is she... Do you have like a 5 seconds you wanna? I'm just lost at this point. I'm not sure why she's pitted. Maybe she picked up some damage from the Josh incident. Yeah, well, Dylan would definitely be able to get past Looney Moo. I think Looney Moo has done a very good job, but they're gonna struggle to keep hold of 3rd. Let's see, this is roughly where Harry went last time. He's just holding on a little bit longer, still warming up those tyres. Ross is right there, he's gone now. But Ross was eager to. I don't think Looney Moo seems to get caught out on every single safety car restart. As Brooks has picked up a 5-second penalty for a collision with Liam. That's not ideal. Harry leads the way, Ross right behind, but I think Dylan... going to be very eager to get past the Haas, who's gone onto the grass, and he's just going to send it shortly up the inside and get the move done on the Haas. The Haas is still there on the inside, but then it should have the momentum round the outside and is through and up into 3rd. 1.7 seconds to find to Rosten, who wants a chance at 2nd place. Lee's going to get past on Looney Moo as well up the inside towards Brooklands. Looney Moo also picks up a 3-second penalty. So they're down to 5th. Liam looking to put the pressure on as well. It was all looking so good for the Haas. Just manages to cut ahead of the AlphaTauri to stop that overtake getting done. Got 5 laps to go. Through Magnus and Beckett's they come. Jumping board with Liam. Ooh, Looney Moo. Just doesn't quite seem to have it together. Those softs will really be on the edge of a cliff. But you know what? Depending on penalties, Dylan, yeah. Snow just put it, I was about to say, Snow just put it in the chat, Dylan could still win this thing because those older soft tyres as Liam goes a little bit deep into the third last corner. Harry says the fastest lap of the race. Dylan's cut in around 4 tenths or so. If he can get within DRS when it become enabled, he has a real good chance of still winning this thing. And he's within DRS now. Obviously, we don't have DRS this lap, but ooh, nice engine sound. He has a real good chance of this. Munimu's still holding into 5th, to be fair. Keane, I think we'll have to settle for 8th. Too far back to get a move done on the Red Bull. In fact, Looney Moo is catching back up to Lee. Fair play. Like, he was struggling right at the beginning, but he's right there. Have a potential look around the outside, but just has to tuck in for now. Ooh, gets a really good run onto the grass momentarily, though, which will slow him down. The Haas is not giving up. Not the best of restarts, but DRS enabled now. Leans in the pits again. And she's retired with... I'm guessing she'll get the points, as Kian says fastest lap of the race. Right then, here we go. Dylan. I'm not going to check penalties because it normally ruins it a little bit. I want this just to be an on-track battle, but hopefully the battle matters. I don't think any of these guys have too many penalties. They're normally all quite good at keeping it clean. 3.5 laps to go. They're all just out of distance. And the problem with Dylan is, obviously, we mentioned it earlier, with the DRS trains, it's going to make it that much harder to overtake Ross. He's going to have to get a real good run, or hope there's a small mistake in there to get by. He's running low on the ERS as well. Harry, obviously, with no DRS, just got to keep the most. Excuse me as well. Burp him. On to the final 3 laps then. It's a freeway shootout. Shh. Snow, you heard nothing. It's kind of like a half-hearted one. Freeway shootout for the lead then. Dylan. 4 attempts in it. To be fair, Ross has actually caught up a lot more. Engine sound though. And he got above the first sector as well, so he could see a push for fastest after the race here. I'd say just behind. Looney Moo has been overtaken by Liam, but Liam's now looking to get a move done on Lee as well. We've got kind of you've got 2 3-man trains at the moment. Yeah, seven people left. It's been quite a hectic one. Ross no way through on Harry in this little fight. Liam no way through on Lee. Dylan 2 tenths behind Ross. Look how close this is. He's right on his gearbox. He's going to go for a move here into turn 1. He's going to deploy overtake and go for a move up the inside in towards turn 1. This could be pretty huge, and he's going to get it done. And he has. He's able to get it done, and now that means he can have a proper go at Harry. That was crucial. That was a great move. He's no longer on the back of this DRS train. Well, a lap and a half to go, really. Sensational move by Dylan to get up into second. And now a hunt down Harry for the race win. Liam still going at it. Liam looks like he's finally got through on Lee. Oh, I don't know who to stay with because Dylan is right there on Harry. Could he? No, he's not going to try through Magnus Beckett, is he? Surely not. Nah, just tucking behind, focus on getting a good exit onto the hangar straight. Oh, Harry chipped a tyre in the grass there. I can imagine he's using overtake. He is. DRS is helping, it's helping, but it's not helping enough. Ooh, a little bit wide there. Luckily doesn't pick up a penalty. 1 lap to go then. He's got to give it everything he's got. 4 attempts in it. Here we go. Final lap then. 3 cars separated by a second. Callum with an absolute class comment. If you're in the stream, depends if you watch this on YouTube later that you've seen it. That is class. We'll see. He's going for it. He's got 10% ERS. Harry's got 21. I can imagine it's just going to come down to the Stowe move. He'll go for it. Surely he'll go for it. Maybe not into cops. Nah, just too far back. I was going to say for a minute I thought, is he going to get like some mental run? Here we go then. 52 laps and it all comes down to the final sector pretty much. Through Magnus and Beckett's for the final time. Harry and Dylan. Harry once again just dips a tyre into the grass. I think he might be too far back. He's using all the overtake he's got. He's run out. The DRS, it's just not quite enough. Harry able to keep hold of the lead then into the final couple of corners. He went for it. It was way too far back, but he looked for it just in case Harry made a mistake. It wasn't to be. Harry then is going to cross the line as a winner by 4 tenths. It's Silverstone. Ross did have some penalties. He drops 6-7 seconds back. Lee in 4th. Looney Moo up to 5th. Liam down into 6th. In the end, and then Kian took 7th. A very good end to the race. The 3 safety cars kind of made it worth it a little bit. Overall, a fairly decent race. A lot of DNFs. Only the 7 finishers. So yeah, here is your podium. Harry holds out for the win. Dylan in 2nd. Unfortunately, maybe 1 or 2 more extra laps. He could have had it, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be. But yeah, Harry in 1st, Dylan in 2nd, and Ross for a very good 3rd place. These 2 didn't pick up a single penalty either, which is just kind of mega in 100% as well. Class thing to do. Lee in 4th then, Looney Moo in 5th. I have to say, a very good point scoring position for Looney Moo. Liam in 6th, Keenan in 7th. I want to say this is Celine Brooks. I don't know why it's an L. I don't know if she's got a different name out of nowhere that I don't know of, but in 8th. Josh in 9th, Matt in 10th, Tiger is in 11th, Jack in 12th, didn't he? DSQ, so I don't know if he'll actually be 20th, Phil in 13th. Leon in 14th, Ryan in 15th, Sil in 16th, Richard in 17th, other Ryan in 18th, Cohen in 19th, and Aston in 20th. All from 9th downwards DNFs. No, 8th downwards even DNFs, but I think Red Bull driver might get given the points yet because they completed enough of the race. So there you go. Overall, a very, very good Silverstone GP. Now, next time out, we'll be at, normally we go, is it Hungary? I want to say it's Hungary straight after. If it's not Hungary, then I'm not too sure, but I want to say it's Hungary next. But I don't think there's Germany, is there, on this game? Oh, I backed out the session, so I can't check. Nice one, Alex. Nice one. My go. Go on pre-mode. Start new. Just to check the calendar. Just to make sure I'm correct on this. Yes, we are to Hungary next week at 7:30, so same time as usual. Hopefully I won't be 5 or 6 minutes late because of an Xbox update this time, but luckily we didn't miss out on too much, only first half of Q1 really. So yeah, we'll see you all at Hungary then next week, 7:30, and see you there. Goodbye.